name is Jenna and today I'm here doing the Disney book tag. I am a huge Disney fan and I was not around on BookTube when this tag originated, so I am bringing it back because Disney is life. There are 10 questions, so we are just gonna get started. Question number 1, The Little Mermaid.
Up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
A character who is out of their element, a fish out of water. For this question I've chosen Etta Spencer from The Passion of Duology by Alexandra Bracken. Etta is a girl from the 21st century who is sent back in time to the 18th century. So she's sent back to the 18th century where everything that she has ever known is completely different and she has to try and navigate her way through this strange, mysterious new time while also falling in love with a boy who in that day and age she really shouldn't be falling in love with. Question number 2, Cinderella.
Dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep.
A character who goes through a major transformation. Feyre from A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. Feyre starts off in this book as, I don't want to say like a weakling because she wasn't a weakling, but she starts off as this human who is taken into the Feylands by a wolf kind of guy, and she definitely has to learn as the series goes on, especially when we get to the further books. If you look at Feyre in this book versus Feyre in A Court of Wings and Ruin, you will see that she has been through massive character development. She's really come into her own. She's become this strong woman who can do absolutely anything. She's a fighter. She doesn't take no for an answer. She doesn't take prisoners. She doesn't let herself get taken advantage of, and that all comes from this first book where she doesn't exactly let all of those things happen, but she is definitely not as strong as she is in the final book. So that character transformation is huge. Also for that we could say Tamlin. There's a character transformation in Tamlin there from that book to the third book. Raise hands who really liked Tamlin in A Court of Thorns and Roses, because I'll be the first one to put up my hand and say I did. I really liked him. I am so mad at past Jenna, but then again, it's written so well. How could you not fall in love with him? Question number 3, Snow White.
Just whistle while you work, and cheerfully together we can tidy up the place.
A book with an eclectic cast of characters. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This book follows a boy named Jacob who travels to a remote island off the coast of Wales in order to discover what happened to his grandfather. And along the way he meets a very eclectic cast of characters. He meets all of these peculiar children who all have peculiarities. Peculiarities is apparently a word now. They have peculiarities. Each of them has a special gift or talent that makes them a little bit peculiar, and for that reason they definitely make up an eclectic cast of characters. Question number 4, Sleeping Beauty.
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream.
A book that put you to sleep. I haven't actually finished this book yet, but I'm going with Hunted by Megan Spooner because it's taking me like a month to read because it's so boring. It's so slow and I'm just not enjoying it as much as I thought I was going to. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling and I thought I was going to absolutely adore it because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling and I love Beauty and the Beast, but it's just not, and it makes me really, really sad. Question number 5, The Lion King.
I'm gonna be the main event like the king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar.
A character who had something traumatic happen to them in childhood. Every YA character ever. I mean, so many YA characters have something traumatic happen to them in childhood. It's like a staple. Like, I want to write a YA book. Something traumatic must happen in character's childhood. But because I need to pick one, I'm going to go with an oldie but a goodie, and that is Harry Potter from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. He has something traumatic happen to him in his childhood. His parents are murdered in front of him and Voldemort tries to kill him. So I would count that as very traumatic. I would count that as like traumatic. So yeah, I'm going with Harry Potter for this question. Question number 6, Beauty and the Beast.
Small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast.
A beast of a book that you were intimidated by but ultimately found the story to be beautiful. Definitely Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I was super intimidated by this book because number one, look at its size, and number two, the inside is not told in traditional format. It's told in these weird like IMs and emails and transcripts and everything. So it was a very different book to read and it was very intimidating. But oh man, was it a good book? I'm so glad I read it. But I was definitely intimidated by it to begin with. Question number 7, Aladdin.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
A character who gets their wish granted for better or for worse. For this one, I'm going to say the 5 main characters of The Perfectionist by Sarah Shepard. They wish for one of their classmates to die, and then he turns up dead. So their wish gets granted for better or for worse because now they are all suspected of murder. I'm going to say for worse in this situation. Question number 8, Mulan.
Why is my reflection someone I don't know?
A character who pretends to be someone or something they're not. Mare from the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I haven't read the rest of the series, but I know that in this book in particular, Mare pretends to be a silver blood even though she has red blood. Shock horror, oh my goodness. Can't remember why though. I wasn't a big fan of this book, so I haven't read it in a while, but I can't remember why she pretends that. I think it's something like only silver bloods are supposed to have powers, but Mare actually does have powers, so even though she's a red blood, they're like, oh, we can't have red bloods thinking they all have powers, so they make her pretend to be a silver blood or something. It's a confusing novel, I'm not gonna lie. Question number 9, Toy Story.
You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed.
A book with characters you wish would come to life. All of them? And question number 10, Disney's Descendants.
Rotten to the core, rotten to the core. I'm rotten to the core. Who can ask for more?
Your favorite villain or morally ambiguous character? Sebastian from The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. He's like super evil, but then you learn more about him and you learn more about his layers, and then especially in this last book, like right towards the end, you kind of go, huh, he was more morally ambiguous than I thought. There you have it. That was the Disney book tag. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you have read any of these books and what your answers to the questions were, because I would absolutely love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye. Fun fact, this tag was actually created for the release of The Isle of the Lost, which is the prequel book to Disney's Descendants. Disney's Descendants is one of my favorite franchises of all time, so I absolutely had to do this tag.